Still haunting questions tonight after a missing woman was found dead on an apartment balcony in the same area where she was last seen. Audreona Barnes vanished 8 months ago. Now her loved ones want answers. What led to her death? New Yorker has the developing details.
This is the story of Audreona Barnes, a 19-year-old pretty lady who went missing but was found dead almost a year later under piles of blankets on the balcony at her old boyfriend's apartment. A cleaner who was cleaning the apartment after her 40-year-old boyfriend Benny Washington was evicted from the apartment. Welcome to Off the Wall Crimes, Lost Souls Edition. Hit the subscribe button and bell to be notified of more Off the Wall crime stories. 19-year-old Audreona Barnes, an energetic and promising young woman with aspirations for her future, was unexpectedly thrust into unfortunate circumstances. Her family described her as a joyful individual with ambitions, particularly a desire to pursue a career in the military. However, Audreona's life took a dark turn when she unknowingly became involved with a man named Benny Washington, aged 40. Little did she know that Benny had a criminal background, marked by numerous offenses such as felony assaults, illegal possession of firearms, vandalism, and drug-related charges. Court records from Cuyahoga County revealed a troubling history, including charges of arson, assault, and aggravated menacing in a separate incident around 2019. Audreona Barnes found out about the dangers she was facing in her search for happiness when she met Benny. Benny had hurt a 3-year-old girl and had a history of crime, like shooting someone over a debt. Despite this, he was dating Audreona, who was 19, and no one did anything about it. This happened around July 2021 after she met with Army recruiting officers. Audreona was dropped off at her boyfriend's house on Warner Road in Cleveland by a police officer, and sadly, that became the final time she was seen alive. As days passed without any communication, her mother grew increasingly concerned. This was unusual for Audreona, who, despite being an adult and having the freedom to come and go as she pleased, maintained regular contact with her family. A traumatic experience started when Audreona's mother reported her daughter missing, concerned about the prolonged quiet time of quiet. Their search for Audreona was challenging, and no matter where they looked, they were unable to find her. The family looked into every possibility, but they were unable to determine Audreona's location. It's a very distressing scenario that leaves Audreona's loved ones feeling helpless and with many unanswered concerns.
The last time I talked to Audreona was the 30th of July. We actually had plans together. It was plans with the whole family. And later on that night, she sent a text message to my boyfriend asking for a ride that didn't seem like it came from her. And that was the last time anyone has heard or spoken to her in any way. The last place that I know she was at her boyfriend's house on Warner Road in Cleveland. Her phone has been turned off since then, and this is very much unlike her.
Very odd behavior from a 19-year-old.
She doesn't have anything. Her shoes are at home. All of her clothes are at home. She had no money, so where did she go?
Avin Yan says the Warrensville Heights police are looking into her daughter's disappearance.
To me, there is not enough movement going on to find my daughter and connect missing links. Certain people that should be talked to have not been talked to, or they refuse to talk and has been left at that.
She's still not been found, even after a long time.
I won't get a phone call or a text every day no more. That's over. Wasn't nobody out there with me but her and them. Nobody. Nobody.
When the Army recruiter was questioned, they couldn't figure out if Audreona went back to her apartment or walked away. Even though her phone sent a text asking for a ride, her mom thought it didn't sound like Audreona. Detectives tried talking to Benny during the investigation, but he got really angry. He exploded with anger, saying he hates the police and using all kinds of bad words. He specifically targeted my partner, Detective Curry, preventing the detectives from reaching Benny's apartment. Benny rejected their attempts to talk and eventually asked for a lawyer, walking away into his building. After 8 months of Audreona being missing, Benny was eventually forced to leave his apartment. The new owner, preparing to clean and rent out the place, found garbage bags and blankets on the balcony. When the cleaner went inside and inspected, they came across a decomposed body under the pile of blankets. The police were called, and upon investigation, it was confirmed to be a human body. Benny was arrested on March 19, 2022, once it was confirmed that the body belonged to Audreona Barnes.
The last place that I know she was at her boyfriend's house on Warner Road in Cleveland.
The autopsy verified that she was shot in the back of her head. Benny faced charges of aggravated murder, kidnapping, felonious assault, offenses against a human corpse, and possessing weapons while under disability. Benny pleaded not guilty and proceeded to trial. As the trial progresses, you'll find out that the proof points to Audreona Barnes' mummified skeleton remains. They were discovered on the defendant's balcony, all wrapped up in blankets, clothes, garbage bags, cardboard, and duct tape. Ladies and gentlemen, when the case concludes, all these pieces of evidence will lead to just one conclusion: the defendant intentionally caused Audreona Barnes' death with careful planning. He used a firearm while kidnapping and assaulting her, and how he got rid of her body goes against what our community finds acceptable. The attorney. During the trial, he was declared guilty, and Audreona's family had many things to say to him. Spell your last name to the record, Judge William T. McGinty.
My name is Latoya Clark, Latoya Clark. I'm Audreona Barnes' auntie.
Ms. Clark.
I didn't even know what to say, but knowing that a coward actually killed my niece, like, it's just still shocking for me, her siblings, and the kids. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. Like, you're way older. She's a baby. You killed a baby. There's nothing in this world, nothing on this earth that an 18-year-old can do to a 40-year-old for you to kill her. You're a coward, and I hope you get everything you deserve.
Words cannot express how hard this is for me. You took her away in a matter of seconds. It took me 10 hours, 21 minutes to bring her into this world. In a matter of seconds, you took her because she no longer wanted to be with you, because you're a pedophile and you're a disgusting person. You called my phone every day to say, we're gonna find her, we gonna make sure she come back. You stood in the kitchen and said, I miss her and my baby. But yet you took her knowing that she was pregnant, without a care, because you're a disgusting individual. One of the proudest moments was her graduation. She graduated at 17. Deciding to go to the military wasn't something that she just did on a whim. She's been wanting to be in the military since she was in the 9th grade. I regret not allowing her to start in the 10th grade when they offered her that chance, because she was on the track to graduate early. Then she wouldn't have never came across your path. I hope every time you close your eyes, you see her. Every time it's quiet, you hear crying. You deserve everything that you're gonna get. You are disgusting.
You help me look for her. You call every day, just checking on you, making sure you okay. We gonna find her. When all the while you knew what you did to her. You knew. But you just kept calling me. You kept saying, oh, she coming home. When you knew she wasn't. You disgusting.
After considering everything, the judge gave a sentence to the offender, taking into account that the offender's behavior was not as severe.
Pursuant to 292912D, the court has to make a finding about offender's recidivism more likely. And I would say that the offender has a history of criminal convictions. Obviously, he didn't respond favorably to sanctions previously imposed because he shot another woman, thereby taking this young lady's life. Listened to during the course of the trial, the offender shows no genuine remorse. Pursuant to 292912E, the court looks and tries to find the offender's recidivism less likely, and I find no factors that would apply to that. So as to count 3, murder in violation of 2903.02A, the court finds sentences the defendant to 15 years to life, 1.145D, and that has to run consecutive to the underlying crime. Further, the court sentences the defendant to 54 months in prison.
He received a prison sentence of 38 years to life and can be considered for parole after completing the initial 38 years. We extend our deepest condolences to the family and friends of Audreona Barnes. May Audreona's memory serve as a light of comfort and resilience for those who knew her. May the story of her life and what happened to her inspire a strong demand for justice and better protection for people who have experienced domestic abuse. In these challenging times, we emphasize the importance of staying safe, and we eagerly anticipate our continued connection with you in the future. This case highlights the significance of identifying red flags in relationships, particularly when there are notable age differences and background of criminal conduct. It serves as a reminder to exercise vigilance and wisdom in our associations. The finding of Audreona's body emphasizes the importance of communities staying watchful and united. It stresses the need for people to actively watch over one another, report any concerning activities, and collaborate to guarantee the safety of everyone. This sad event shows how important it is to make sure that people who experience domestic abuse get the help and protection they need. We all need to work together to address the problems that lead to these situations and support those who are at risk. The court's decision in the case shows how important it is to make sure that those who do wrong are punished. Benny Washington being sentenced is a reminder that our legal system should be fair and just, focusing on keeping victims safe. The sorrow felt by Audreona's family shows us how important it is to be there for families who are going through tough times. The pain experienced by Audreona's family emphasizes the importance of supporting grieving families. It teaches us to be compassionate, understanding, and proactive in assisting families dealing with such tragedies. This situation shows how important it is to report anything suspicious, support justice, and actively work to make sure our environment is secure. In essence, Audreona Barnes' tragic case emphasizes the importance of awareness, community engagement, advocacy, judicial accountability, and compassion in fostering a safer and more supportive society. My heartfelt condolences extend to Audreona's family and friends, hoping they find solace and peace during this incredibly difficult time. Thanks for watching Off the Wall Crimes, Lost Souls Edition. Please stay safe out there, and see you guys in the next video.